Alright guys, so we got the new Legends Assemble Pack with 1 free selection contract, mostly recycled cards, players that have been released before, but also there are 5 new cards including Wayne Rooney, the one I packed yesterday on my RTG. If you haven't watched the video yet, make sure to have a look. So in this pack there are players that come with a special skill and there are players that have exceptional stats. So same as I did before, I'm gonna share the player builds. I'm gonna do comparisons with players having the same playing style in the same pack. Also gonna do comparisons from a free-to-play perspective. I'm gonna share the pros and cons for each player, and on top of that my personal top picks out of all the players. Okay, so starting off with the player builds, we got Cannavaro, one of the 2 destroyers in the pack. Does have all the necessary skills for a defender. As you can see, he's got a tackling of 100, defensive awareness of 101 and jumping of 100. He does have great pace for a CB as well, which is quite rare. Unfortunately, it doesn't come with a special skill, and on top of that he's also lacking height, so that's why you have to give him that 100 jump in. So the way I built him: 6 for dexterity, 7 lower body strength, 6 aerial strength, and then 12 defending and 2 for goalkeeper 1. And then we got Kahn, a defensive goalkeeper. Does come with all the necessary skills for a goalkeeper, and unfortunately no special skill. I gave saving as a second booster the way I built him. 4 aerial strength, 8 for goalkeeper 1, goalkeeper 2, 13, and the last one 8 points. As you can see, he's got a reach of 100. That will help a lot with the AI goalkeeping, especially stopping the blitz curlers. So an amazing card. And then we got the Dutch legend Marco van Basten, a fox in the box. I gave him agility +1, second booster the way I built him. 4 for shooting, 9 dribbling, 12 dexterity, 10 lower body strength, and 1 aerial strength. His finishing is 90. You can go for 95, but because he's got the phenomenal finishing skill, he doesn't need that much. He does come with great pace and is quite agile as well. Has all the necessary skills for his CF as well. The only disadvantage is his physicality. He's lacking physicality, and his stamina is also on the lower side, so he won't be able to play the full 90 minutes. And then we have another fox in the box, which is Bebeto, the Brazilian. The second booster I gave him ball carrying the way I built him: 10 for shooting, 5 dribbling, 10 dexterity, 9 lower body strength, and 3 for aerial strength. Looking at the dribbling attributes, all 90 plus, which is very exceptional for ACF. Finishing 95 as well. Unfortunately doesn't come with a special skill. Same as Van Basten, he's lacking physicality. It also has all the necessary skills for ACF. So once again, a very exceptional card. And then Paul Scholes, creative playmaker. I gave him agility, second booster, 7 shooting, 5 passing, 10 dribble, 8 dexterity, 7 lower body strength, and 4 aerial strength. He does come with a special skill, which is the visionary pass. For the ones that still don't know what the visionary pass is, who's getting the pass will get a better first touch, the better finish, first time finish I have to say, and 1 touch pass. So that is quite crucial. He's multifunctional in the positioning, can play DMF, CMF, and AMF, as you can see. Quite agile, and does come with all the necessary skills as well for creative playmaker. And Scholes as well, an exceptional card. And then another creative playmaker, Dragan Stojkovic, the Serbian, the way I built him. So second booster, ball carrying, 6 for shooting, 7 passing, 6 dribbling, 11 dexterity, 7 lower body strength, 2 for aerial strength, and then 1 for defending. Stats wise, quite similar to Scholes. He's great at both feet, also is multifunctional in the positioning, and also comes with all the necessary skills, but he does have more disadvantages. He doesn't come with a special skill. He's lacking pace, he's lacking physicality, and lacking stamina, but still an exceptional card, I would say. And then we have the goal poacher Diego Forlán from Uruguay. He's got exceptional finishing attributes, as you can see. 95 finishing and 100 kicking power. That's going to help a lot when it comes to finishing, trust me. Does have all the necessary skills as well for the CF. Unfortunately, no special skill. He is lacking pace though, lacking dribbling attributes as well. So the way I built him, I gave him shooting, second booster, 9 for shooting, 1 passing, 5 dribbling, 11 dexterity, 9 lower body strength, and then 2 for aerial strength. A very great finisher. We then have the only orchestrator in the pack, Xabi Alonso. Also comes with the visionary pass. Xabi Alonso himself comes with all the necessary skills as well. The only disadvantage, he's lacking pace. For the rest, he's quite good defensively as well for an orchestrator. So the way I built him, passing second booster, 8 for passing, 9 dribbling, 8 dexterity, 8 lower body strength, 3 aerial strength, and then 7 for defending. Yeah, looking at the stats, very impressive. And then we have Martin Cáceres, an attacking fullback. He does come with a special skill, Fortress, which is good defensively, but I feel like they should have given him a more offensive special skill. If it was a defensive fullback, then Fortress would have been more useful. All with all, a great addition. Multifunctional positioning he's got great stamina for a defensive fullback. Quite great defensive attributes as well. There are not many offensive wingbacks with such attributes. Yeah, so the disadvantage is he's lacking dribbling attributes. Unfortunately, you can't make optimal use of him offensively as an attacking fullback. His low pass and lofted pass are on the lower side as well for an offensive fullback. And he does come with standard form, but that's not a big issue. So the way I built him: shot down, second booster, 5 for passing, 7 dribbling, 5 dexterity, 14 lower body strength, 5 aerial strength, and 6 for defending. You can also go for another build as a neutral CB where he will have a tackling of 100, but nowadays I feel like the inactive playing styles are not that effective in game anymore for both defending and attacking. So I would stick to this build. And then we got Denílson, a cross specialist. In my opinion, the worst player in the pack, or the least worthy player. Passing, second booster, 4 for shooting, 10 passing, 7 dribble, 8 dexterity, 7 lower body strength, and 5 aerial strength. He does have great base and is very agile. Unfortunately, he doesn't come with a special skill. He's quite limited in the positioning. He's lacking pass and is missing loads of crucial skills. On top of that, also lacking physicality. And then we got the world classic Wayne Rooney, the player I packed on the RTG. Was quite surprised with how he performed, but yeah, he comes with a special skill, which is the phenomenal finishing. He is a whole player which is still meta, very useful in many tactics, many playing styles, I would say. The disadvantages are he's lacking pace and lacking passing attributes, but I would say still a great card to use. And the way I built him: ball carrying, second booster, 10 for shooting, 1 passing, 9 dribble, 8 dexterity, 7 lower body strength, and 5 for aerial strength. We then have the second booster in the pack, which is Puyol. He does come with all the necessary skills, but that's it. Unfortunately, looking at the stats, none of his defensive attributes are 100. He doesn't come with a special skill as well. He's lacking defensive attributes. You really want your defender to have at least 100 for his tackling or awareness and engagement. But yeah, the way I built him: shot down, second booster, 3 for dexterity, 5 lower body strength, 10 aerial strength, and 13 defending, and then 1 for goalkeeper 1 to push his jump into 95. And then Gareth Bale, goal poacher. Possibly the most overrated player, I would say. Most people were talking a lot about this guy coming with a blitz color. Yes, it is nice to have that. For the ones that still don't have a blitz color, this is your chance to get one. He does come with amazing pace, very exceptional, is lacking dribbling attributes, and on top of that, he does come with inconsistent form. And then we have another player people were looking forward to, which is Kaká, a creative playmaker. I gave him ball carrying, second booster. The way I built him: 3 for shooting, 6 passing, 11 dribbling, 10 dexterities, and 7 lower body strength. He does come with all the necessary skills, but yeah, that's mainly it, unfortunately. He does have amazing passing though, 90. Finishing is on the lower side, 80. Does come with decent pace, kicking power is also quite low, lacking physicality, and on top of that doesn't have a special skill, but still a great card, I would say, not exceptional. And then the last one, Iker Casillas, not a defensive goalkeeper but an offensive goalkeeper. The way I built them: saving, second booster, 2 for aerial strength, goalkeeper 1 11, goalkeeper 2 9, and then the last one 10. So looking at the attributes, he does have 90 plus for all of his goalkeeping stats, including jumping, and once again he's lacking height, which can be an issue so now and then. Okay, so those were the player builds. Now I'm gonna do the comparisons. I'm gonna start off with players having the same playing style in this pack. Starting off with Kaká against Stojkovic, both creative playmakers, as you can see. Stojkovic is having a higher tight possession. They both got the same passing and dribbling. Stojkovic is better in the finishing and free kick taking. Kaká is faster. Overall, I would say Stojkovic the big winner. And now we're gonna compare the winner with another creative playmaker, which is Paul Scholes. Like I mentioned earlier, stats wise quite similar. Same tight possession, dribbling less for Scholes, same ball control. The passing is also more or less the same. Free kick taken of Stojkovic is better. Scholes is physically stronger. Also his stamina is way higher, so he can play longer. And on top of that, Scholes come with a special skill, visionary pass, which is, in my opinion, one of the most useful special skills in the game. And based on that, I would say Scholes is the better creative playmaker than Stojkovic. We then have the 2 goal poachers in the pack, which are Diego Forlán and Gareth Bale. I mean, looking at the stats, Forlán looks like a way better finisher. Gareth Bale is faster, yes, but as a goal poacher, you need the offensive awareness, you need the higher ball control. Kicking power is helping a lot as well. The balance is even higher for Forlán. So this is an easy call. Forlán, the better player than Gareth Bale, even having the blitz color. And then we have the 2 Fox in the box next to each other. One is a Brazilian, the other one is a Dutchman. Looking at the stats, quite similar as well. Although Bebeto does have higher finishing, but that's because Van Basten comes with phenomenal finishing. 90 is more than enough. They both have the same ball control and tight possession, which are the most important attributes when it comes to dribbling. But still, Bebeto, the better dribbler. Van Basten better in the air, but then Bebeto a way higher balance, which means he won't fall down that quickly. But yeah, I would say both of them very exceptional. I would love to have them both in my squad. But in this battle, I would go for Bebeto. And here we have two destroyers next to each other. Cannavaro against Puyol. Both not the tallest. Cannavaro 176, Puyol 178. Looking at the stats, yeah, Cannavaro is simply the better defender as well. He's got 100 for tackling. All four of his defensive attributes, defensive awareness, engagement, tackling, aggression, are better than Puyol. Is way faster as well, but only his heading is less. But as a defender, I would 100% go for Cannavaro. And then the two goalkeepers, Oliver Kahn with Casillas. Both different goalkeepers though. Oliver Kahn is a defensive goalkeeper and Casillas is an offensive one. In my opinion, I would, with the current state of the game, I would go for an offensive goalkeeper, but still prioritize stats over playing styles. And looking at the stats, yeah, Kahn is simply the better one. But yeah, once again, two amazing players. But in this battle, I will go for Oliver Kahn. Alright, so those were the comparisons of the players having the same playing style in the same pack. Now I'm gonna compare players in the pack with players that have been released for free as well. Yeah, so the best whole player card that have been released, in my opinion, Hidetoshi Nakata. If you compare him with Wayne Rooney, looking at the stats already, so many blue attributes compared to Rooney, his 3 blue attributes only. Although I have to say they're both different types of whole player. I would say Rooney is more offensively minded, whereas Nakata is more useful on the CMF position, I would say, but still great in attacking as well. Is more nimble, as you can see, 95 tight possession. Does come with higher passing, which in my opinion is more important for a whole player. You actually use him more as a provider than a finisher. Is way faster, got a higher balance but less finishing. We then got Xabi Alonso, an orchestrator. There is an orchestrator called Riqui Puig, which comes for free as well in the daily game rewards. Looking at the stats, Xabi Alonso is in most of the attributes better than Riqui Puig. The most important stats, such as passing, is 5 points higher. His kicking power is 5 points higher. Defensively, which can be useful as an orchestrator as well, he's defensively way stronger, as you can see. Riqui Puig is faster, but not that much. So if you got Riqui Puig and you're looking for an upgrade, then Xabi Alonso is definitely a great pick. And then we got Martin Cáceres, comparing him with Massimo Oddo, both offensive fullbacks. There are not many attacking fullbacks with such defensive attributes. That is quite unique, but also very useful in case you want to defend the lead and turn him into a defensive wingback during the game. So I would say a great attacking fullback to add to the team. And then as last, the least wanted player, Denílson. Yeah, I compared him with his companion Serginho, also cross specialist, which comes in the daily game rewards for free as well. Yeah, stats wise also looking quite similar, although Denílson is the better dribbler, way better on ball. They do come with the same pace. The lofted pass of Serginho is higher, and on top of that he does come with edged crossing, which is more useful as a cross specialist. Has a lower balance but higher kicking power, which is also crucial for the passes, for the lofted passes and crosses, and defensively stronger than Denílson as well. So I would say quite equal, but in my opinion not worth it to go for Denílson when you got Serginho. Okay, so we've come to the last part of the video, the tier list. I'm gonna rank all the 15 players in this tier list in 3 categories: not worth it, great pick, and best pick. Starting up with Carlos Puyol, the destroyer. He's not worth it because there are better options than him. We compared him with Cannavaro. Cannavaro is way better than him, and on top of that, the free Tony Adams is also better than Carlos Puyol. So once again, not worth it. And then we have Kaká, which is also not worth it. Comparing him to Stojkovic and Scholes, he's simply the worst player out of the 3, so in my opinion not worth it. And then we got Denílson, like I mentioned before. Serginho, which comes for free as well, is quite equal to him, so that's definitely no need to go for Denílson. And Denílson, yeah, simply doesn't have the right passing attributes or finishing attributes, so he's lacking loads of things, so he's not worth it. We then go into the great picks, starting off with Dragan Stojkovic. Exceptional, great with both feet, multifunctional positioning, and like I mentioned before, has all the necessary skills. Unfortunately, doesn't come with a special skill. He's lacking pace, physicality, and stamina. And once again, Scholes is the better option, but still, I think he is a great pick. And then we have Cáceres, also a great pick. It is nice that he comes with the Fortress skill. great in the multifunctional positioning, but once again, for an offensive fullback, if he had better offensive attributes such as the dribbling and the passing and the better form, of course, then he would have been one of the best picks, I would say. And then Wayne Rooney, the World Classic. I played him before. I enjoyed using him. Unfortunately, is lacking pace, lacking passing attributes, but still is a whole player which is one of the most useful playing styles in the attack. So yeah, definitely a great pick. And then we have the Welshman with the Blitz color, Gareth Bale. Once again, amazing pace, but unfortunately lacking dribbling attributes. Doesn't have the right ball control or tight position for a goal poacher up front, and also comes with inconsistent form, but still is a great pick. And then another great pick is Iker Casillas. Is not that much less than Oliver Kahn. He does come with all the necessary skills. Unfortunately, not a special skill, and is also lacking height, but still a great pick. The best picks of the pack, starting off with Fabio Cannavaro, has all the necessary skills, great pace for CB. Unfortunately doesn't come with a special skill, but he doesn't need a special skill. His stats are more than good enough. Another small disadvantage is his height, but the 100 jump in is compensating that, so definitely an amazing pick, I would say. And then we have Oliver Kahn, an exceptional goalkeeper, also comes with all the necessary skills. Unfortunately no special skill, but still an amazing pick. We then have the Brazilian Bebeto, like I mentioned earlier, amazing pace, is very agile for a CF. Also comes with a complete set of skills, unfortunately no special skill, and is lacking physicality. Is slightly better than Marco van Basten, and yeah, he's simply an exceptional card, man. He is definitely one of the better picks. And then we got Paul Scholes, the best one out of the three creative playmakers, and also my personal favorite, mainly because of his playing style, creative playmaker, and on top of that having visionary pass, which will help with the first touch, the first time shot, and the first pass from the ball receiver, which is crucial for the dynamics. So definitely one of the best picks in my opinion. And if you're still looking for a goal poacher, then Diego Forlán is the one you should go for. Very exceptional finishing attributes, like I mentioned earlier. Also comes with all the necessary skills. Unfortunately no special skill, but with the 95 finishing, he will kill it up front. Only lacking pace and dribbling attributes, but as a goal poacher, all he has to do is shoot and score. And then we have Xabi Alonso, the only orchestrator in the pack. Not much to say. He also comes with visionary pass skill, and stats wise simply exceptional. And then as last but not least, we got Marco van Basten, also as one of the best picks. Like I mentioned before, stats wise quite equal to Bebeto. Does come with a phenomenal finishing skill, which makes him very clinical up front. So definitely one of the favorites to pick. Alright, so this was my personal tier list based on the comparisons I did and the pros and cons I mentioned earlier. Looking at the best picks, we got like 7 players in there, and you still might be wondering like, who should I pick then? First of all, you should just look at your squad, at what position and what play style are you lacking. Do you still need a goalkeeper? Go for Oliver Kahn. Do you still need an exceptional defender? Go for Cannavaro. Are you still looking for a clinical striker? Based on your tactic, you can either go for a goal poacher or a fox in the box. You got 3 deadly strikers. And if you're still looking for a great provider, whether it's higher up the pitch, go for Scholes. Are you looking for more certainty in the passing from a lower line, then go for Xabi Alonso. And that is it. Alright guys, so this was it. If the video was useful, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to my channel for more eFootball content. I want to thank you guys for watching and see you in the next one. Peace out.